off the table by sliding backwards. And as soon as it goes down, now where's the foot? Directly under the withers. Did I have to even look at it? No, because I knew that's where it was going to be. Shake that head, slide back, bring it forward, and now it's underneath the withers. Oh, you are such a good dog. Yes, you are. Good. Very nice. When I go to set my rear, I'm going to put the hock joint right in the palm of my hand, right here. And that's going to allow me to support this foot so the dog's not uncomfortable. I'm going to lift it up and forward to break the stifle. And then I'm going to set this down. And then I'm going to push the weight onto that foot so it can't lift it off. That's called loading the foot right there. Well, when I have this dog trained and when I have this dog connected to me, what should happen is this dog should actually have it set up with this particular breed where the front feet should be directly straight down from the shoulders. The withers should be where that foot is at. So the width of this should be right where the shoulders are at. This rear foot should be on the inside of that rear foot, should, like here, should be right on the outside of that front foot.
And that's just for this particular breed, right? Or is
For
that
most breeds.
Okay.
Unless you're a bulldog.
Okay.
Then you can do this where you set these poker chips. Minus the poker chip, but that's okay.
We threw way over there.
Yep. And you can see, oh, that's how I'm staking. That's how I'm setting this dog up right there. So I'll go ahead and try this again. Yes, that's very good. Good job. Very nice. Good. Head straight. Good. Get that head straight. I'm going to set this front leg. Then I'm going to set the next front leg. Then I'm going to set the rear leg. Set this front rear leg. Boom. Poker chip. Poker chip. Poker chip. Poker chip. See? A little better right there. Now, you also will have something that you'll have to deal with, and that's called where they want to toe out, or sometimes even toe in. So the toes follow the nose. If I'm not paying attention to this head, and I go to set that foot, where are my toes pointing? Yep. So now I'm going to do this again. I'm going to bring this back. I'm going to put the nose this way, and so it's going to turn that over. Stop fighting me, or you'll get no treats forever. Good. And then you can bring that muzzle straight, just like that. So again, this is some things you can do to kind of manipulate there. Now the other thing too is if it decides that it wants to step forward like this, you can throw it off with balance, and you can teach the dog to walk and move feet without even touching it, just by controlling the head right here. Yes?
So after you're done and you still have the dog in head straight, can you keep your fingers there when the judge
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so now the judge is going to approach, and the judge is going to say, show me the bite. See? So you can do everything you need here. If the dog is well trained, I'm going to take my thumb and forefinger underneath and present this more like a fine piece of china now. The other thing too is get away from your dogs. When you're stacking your dogs and you're standing right next to them, this is what it looks like. That's my dog. Life was like a box of chocolates. What I like to do is be in the background. See the difference there?
Right.
Now you can see that dog. That was very good. Yes, it was. I'm so proud of you. Later on, you can start practicing with different positions of the head straight. Right now, this dog is not trained, so I'm going to do the head straight just like I taught you. Later on, I can use this and present the headpiece like that if I want to. It still has no pressure underneath that neck. All the pressure's up here. And if the dog's bad, I can give a little correction right there, and that's like mom saying knock it off. The other thing too is use your environment. If this was a correct size table, what I could do is I could set this dog up on the corner here for those little judges that are ready to stop judging. And what I would do is I would actually set this foot one paw away from that edge. That way when I set this one on the edge, I know that that's perfectly in line. If you have a larger dog, you have mats a lot of times. And a lot of times those mats have ridges. And so I'll find a ridge where I set that foot, and on that line of that ridge, I'm going to set my rear foot. So now it's perfectly in line. So when the judge looks from the front, they see 4 paws. When the judge looks from the rear, they see 4 paws. So use your environment with that too. So there's a lot of little tricks that you can do to get to that point, but I also want you to understand that if your dog's not trained, none of that's going to happen right there. Once I get to my dog to the point where it will accept the head straight, I can do all that stuff there, then I'm going to start thinking about working on expression. But not until we get to the point where I have the connection and everything I need to present the dog so the judge can see the lines that it needs to see. Okay, any questions? Works the same on table dogs as it does on the big dogs too. If you've got a dog that's really, really big and you've got little arms, well, you picked the wrong group. So you guys can work in pairs if you have bigger dogs. And there's lots of these poker chips up here where you can have somebody do this for you. And then after you think you have it perfect, pull your dog away from that situation and see how you're stacking your dog. A lot of times you'll find that with your dog, when you're stacking your dog, what will happen is you may get 3 feet that are perfect. 3 paws are perfect. But they may put 1 paw out of whack. So if you have a dog like that and it's consistently doing that, when the judge is coming, what foot are you going to fix?
That 1 foot.
That 1 foot. So you can come over, fix that 1 foot, ta-da, you're done. You should be able to hand stack a dog within 4 seconds. Junior handlers can do it, so you might as well be able to also. I want you guys to practice the head straight with the dog in this position with your right hand, and you should be able to turn the dog around and stack the dog the opposite direction. This is going to be a little more difficult to do. But stack your dog backwards. The reason for this is because there could be a situation where you actually do have to stack your dog in the opposite direction. The other thing that you can do for a great exercise is when you're stacking your dog, close your eyes. Feel the parts. And then open them and see how that works out. Because a lot of times if you close your eyes and you go to stack your dog, you're not going to have that impairment of your vision where you're looking from a strange angle. So here you're feeling where those parts are at and you're visualizing all that stuff. Once you get to your dog where you can start stacking and it's not fidgeting and not fighting you, then you can start working on all these angles. Like here, look at how beautiful the angle is on this dog. Straight down from the shoulders here. Beautiful. Ear sets. Stop. Muzzle. Just looks like an otter. There we go. Good job. Isn't that cool? All right. Thank you. Okay, any